In this video, I share with you details of how I make PowerPoint slideshows into YouTube videos with digitally mastered audio narration. All tools are provided to you free of charge because you are an LCSC student. All is free, except for a computer and your time. Even if you do not have a computer, you can access one at the LCSC library. As a student in my economics classes, you will know of structural unemployment caused by people not knowing how to use the technologies made available to them as they execute the expectations of the jobs they trained for. This event is one of those tactical training opportunities to take your personal production possibilities frontier to a higher level. My demonstrations are made on a computer running Windows 10 operating system and Microsoft Office version 2010. The audio demonstrated here is managed through Audacity version 2.1.0, and the videos you see here I created using Cam Studio version 2.0. These software also work in Macintosh and Linux operating systems, except the Linux solutions for PowerPoint and Word use OpenOffice.org software called Presentation and a document editor called simply Word Processor. All of these software solutions come free of charge to you, but you need access to a computer to manage them. When you send your completed movie to YouTube, that access is also provided free to you as an LCSC student. Now, we get started. For this virtual presentation, you have studied your topic, cited your sources, and collected your figures and facts. Your report is ready for prime time, and soon your presentation will be there as well. In this video, you will see my strategy for making a YouTube video starting after you completed your report. There are other methods you can use to make your presentation using different software. This is just one way to make a really good-looking video using your voice, but not necessarily a video of your face talking. A great starting point for this video is an outline. It is similar to the outline you made for your report, but in this case, you will shorten it to include the strategies presented in 5 rules for great presentations in Tech Tools for Student Success. Watch that video. Get some ideas. Your outline can be made in PowerPoint. Along the left side applet screen, notice the Slide tab usually used by folks in PowerPoint to notice the Outline tab. Here you can enter your outline, and it is automatically transferred to the slide titles and lists. Give it a try. Discover how it can save you time. My approach to these slideshows includes making a Word file where I create a table to capture slide numbers, slide images, and the script used for recording my audio to be inserted into the PowerPoint show. In order to populate the slide images from PowerPoint into the Word file, use the Save As command and select the PNG file type. There are several save options, and when you select PNG file and OK, confirm it for all slides and the images are sent to your destination selected. In Word, insert a table of 3 columns. Give titles to the header and number the slides. Place your cursor in the Image column, then click on the Insert tab to find the Picture button. left-click it once. Navigate to the folder where the PNG files were saved and select Slide 1. Either double-click it or click the Insert button. The first slide image appears, but it is too large for convenience. Select the image with one left click. Click on the Picture Tools tab of the Format ribbon at top center of the screen. Then on the right side of the ribbon, find the Size applet to set the width to 2 inches and touch Enter. This is the image size you need for this display. Instead of inserting each slide and resizing it, copy this image. Place your cursor into slide 2 position and paste it. Then repeat this for each slide position. Instead of using the copy and paste commands on the Home tab, use your keyboard Control-V for paste and Control-C for copy. The arrow keys jump you from one cell to the next. Go to the top of the document and we will change all of the slide images from number 2 to the end. There are no direct commands on the menu for what I show you now. Right-click once on slide image 2, and on the top drop-down menu select Change Picture to see the list of images you created, and double-click on slide2.png to see your image change. Repeat this series for each slide in your show, and in only a short amount of time, they will all be updated to accurate images, so you can prepare your script while viewing the images for each slide. Save your updated Word document. In the Word document, you need to write the script of what you will say for each slide. Ad-libbing your narration is not recommended. Type out what you want to say. Edit it a bunch. Pass it on to someone who will edit it for you and use their suggestions. I recommend writing your narration to convey 1 or 2 slides in a track. It is much easier to deal with single slide audio tracks than to try to set timings with one long audio narration. I use a program called Audacity to record my audio narrations. It is a free program through the GNU licensing protocols, and it works in Windows, Macintosh, and Linux programming languages. It can make you sound great. And did I mention? It is free! As we step into Audacity, I will open a file I created and called Silence. It is literally a recording of nothing for about 30 seconds in the room where I make the recordings used for a slideshow. We may not hear it, but background noise is always around us. For me, it is the sound of my computer fans or even a car on the road. Audacity uses these sounds to erase those same sounds from the audio tracks I record. On this menu, I select Recent Files and the Silence file. Use the mouse to drag the lower edge of the bottom track down to see more band resolution. Using the keyboard, I depress Ctrl-A for Select All. Navigate to the Effect menu, where several commands are available. We start by using Noise Reduction. Click the upper box, and in a couple seconds, the profile is interpreted. Save the file as you close it. Next, I open an audio track recorded on the same day the silence track was recorded. Adjust the screen display size. Notice the tiny resolution audio track. To see more resolution, use your mouse to click on the fractional number column at 0. Click it as the audio track enlarges. Specifically notice the baseline image. This is what the background static noise looks like. Ctrl-A selects all. Navigate to the Effects menu. Select the Noise Reduction option. This time, click OK at the bottom of the applet. It takes a few seconds to remove the background noise, and you see right away how the track looks very different. Cleaner. It sounds better too. Check this out. This is raw audio with no touch-up made. Hear the background static and low volume? We can do better than this. Now, this is back to digitally mastered audio. Notice the difference? Command controls at the top of the screen jump to play the track, pause it, adjust volume, and a load of additional commands. Spend time with this program to learn how to get the biggest benefit from it for all your uses. I quickly repeat this process for another track by zooming in to see more resolution, migrate to the effects and select noise reduction. My audio track is scrubbed of background noise. At the beginning of my audio recordings, I always state the slide number, navigate to Generate menu, and select Silence. Garbage is gone. Remove the timestamp marker with a click on it. Easy zoom in by holding down the Control key and rolling the mouse rotor. Highlight half second of silence, type Control C. Got it. Control V to paste a perfect half second of silence lead in. Now I scroll through the track and find long gaps I want to replace with half second silence. Highlight and Control V paste. Finally, I find a peak on the track that goes above the 0.08 limit I am looking at. I want to reduce that peak. Highlight the sound, click and drag, Effect menu, Amplify command, and enter -1 on the amplification line. Click OK. The selection became quieter and fits better with the other sounds. Continue through the recording to repeat this de-amplification process for the entire track. On the dashboard GUI button collection, notice the Fit Selection and Project buttons to speed your view. With the entire track viewed and all corrections are made, I reduce the size of the image from this 0.08 zoom, repeat until 1.0 at the top is found. Effect menu and select Leveler. Click OK on the command applet. In seconds, Audacity will level your recording. Now on the Effects menu, find the Normalize command. The most important number here is the -1.0, which is the level of the peak volume for the entire track. Not more, not less. Exactly -1.0. Click OK. Your audio is now consistent with a volume suitable for playing on most players. On the File menu, select Export Audio. Locate destination. Name it. Click Save. The information window can be filled or left blank. This track is now a WAV file and ready for importing into PowerPoint. The Normalize command is a huge benefit for your videos so users do not have to adjust the volume on each slide. Volume differences become a big deal when teams provide their audio sourced from different recording devices. Normalize all audio tracks to the -1.0 amplitude, and they will sound as if they were all done together. I show example of audio recorded in Audacity over a USB microphone. Audio recorded on a smartphone also works. Open the smartphone recording, pass through a few information options, OK, and it opens a single track line. Do not be alarmed about this single track, as it will play fine. Zoom into the track. Use the peak selections with Effect and Amplify to -1.0 to force the peak reductions. delete the unneeded silence, and manage your audio. I did not record silence on the smartphone to erase the background noise from this track, but you can do it, and if you want to use your smartphone like this, then I recommend you make it happen. When all tracks have been prepared and saved as a WAV file, you are ready to insert them into PowerPoint. The mechanics of the process start on the Insert tab and the Audio button where Audio from File is clicked. You can record your audio directly into PowerPoint, but you cannot edit out the background static noise. Click the Audio button. Locate the WAV file you created. When it arrives, you click and drag on it into an unused space on the slide. This part is very important for your show. With the audio track selected, find the Audio Tools Playback tab and the Start option to play across slides, and click Hide During Show. Select the Animation tab and the Animation pane to see the animations on the slide. The audio track is at the bottom of this list, and it needs to be at the top. Manually click and drag it there. Narration happens as your other animations progress. Click on the Transitions tab. Check the length of your audio track, and set the Advance Slide Time to about 1 second longer than the audio track length. It is the time used as this slide will advance to the next. Make sure On Mouse Click is not selected. Animations on the show direct how and when lines of text appear, which images become active on the show, and where they move. Mild animations call attention. Too many distract from the message you deliver. Make them meaningful. Transitions are how each slide moves to the next slide. There are a lot of options available on the tab. Use combinations that are not a distraction from your message. Experiment with these options. Find a set that works for you. This is the tab where slide automatic advances are set and how the slide transitions to the next. Spend time on each slide. Make the show one slide at a time. You think you're ready to go, but you need to watch your own show on your own screen. It must play completely without you clicking on anything after From Beginning is selected. Make sure it is ready for prime time. When your show is ready, save as Windows Media Video, WMV. Select the destination and click Save. It will take time for your computer to make your video. Generally, my computer takes about as long as the completed video lasts. I recommend you do not use your computer for anything else when it makes your WMV file. Let it work. When the file is completed, watch your video. Make sure it is everything you wanted it to be. If you are a Macintosh user, this would normally be where you would export your video to a MOV file. In one of their updates to the Macintosh PowerPoint software in 2015, there was a bit of an error, and the videos all come out without audio. I have a super simple fix for this. So, if you are a Mac user, look for the Save My Mac Presentation video. You can make it happen. When ready to post your video to YouTube, you'll open your account automatically created for your LCSC student email account. This YouTube account is used for LCSC videos I make. Click the Upload button. See the Submission portal. Click and drag your WMV file into the drop point. Uploading starts, and you can find the pull-down label where public, unlisted, and private options are shown. Public means anyone can see it. Private means only you and selected friends can use it. But unlisted means only people you share the link with can see it. That's the one you want. Select this option for your video for class submissions. Advanced Settings allows you to enter recording date and other settings. Back on the basic info, you can enter a brief introduction about your video, a title, and even tag words. Under the upload status, you will see that your link address is already displayed. You can copy it now or later. This video showing here still has about 20 minutes to complete, but you need to give it the time stated or the video will not display. When it is up, watch your video again on YouTube. You submit the URL for your video into the Blackboard site. This is what I will watch and grade, and what everyone in class will have access to for the discussion board assignment. I hope you see from this video a theme repeated in my classes about sharing with you ways to increase your technical abilities with everyday events, like a class presentation made into a YouTube video. You will most likely use this technology in other classes, and possibly in other events in your life. This can be one of many useful tools you embrace from this class. Make it count.